Peter, you were quoted as saying that longevity and AI are the two multi-trillion-dollar markets coming our way. More importantly, they're the most transformative for society. Can you talk about that? And maybe that dovetails into your current X Prize.
Yeah, sure. So we've talked about AI. AI, as I said, is getting an investment of $1 billion a day. Very soon it will be $1 trillion per year. And it is giving birth to a multi-tens of $1 trillion industry. Much of the GDP is going to be driven by AI. If you think about the global domestic product today, it's about $110 trillion. Half of that is labor. So the total addressable market for AI-driven robots is potentially on the order of $50 trillion. That's why, Elon has said the biggest business that Tesla will do isn't in cars, isn't in cyber cabs, it is in humanoid robots. And I believe him. I mean, that's why I'm invested in Tesla, not for them as a car manufacturer, them as a rideshare, a cyber taxi, cyber cab company, but again, as a humanoid robot company. And then, of course, AI taking over a good amount of white collar jobs. So it's a massive potential of uplifting the global economy. The other massive potential, and I spend 50% of my time in AI roughly and 50% in longevity. I have two large venture funds in each of those fields. I invest, I build companies, I advise companies, I write about those two fields. Those are my passions. And it's extraordinary. I feel like a kid in the candy store because there's so much new every day, and just trying to, keep on top of it. I'm constantly consuming, content on both of those and trying to understand it and contextualize it for my abundance members. Longevity, by definition, I was just in an event in Hong Kong speaking to family offices, and I'll ask the question of these wealthy individuals.
What the London Real Investment Club actually does for you, it gives you the keys to open that door to the inside deals. In the last 3 weeks, I've participated in 3 incredible deals: a layer 2 Bitcoin protocol, an incredible AI protocol. The deal flow is beyond what I expected. I don't think I've ever seen a model like this that just gives average folks the opportunity to be behind the deals. And that's exactly what we've done. Not only that, you get to hang out with Brian Rose every week. And for me, that was huge because I look at Brian as somebody who's not only an expert in the space, and I think is on the leading edge, but just the leading edge of thought with London Real and the work he's doing there. To anyone who's taking a serious look at this, I know it's a big decision. It was a big decision for me and my family, and it is one of the best decisions I've ever made. So I wish you all the best and hope you come join us.
Okay, imagine you're 70 or 80 years old, and I come to you and say, listen, here's a pill or a therapeutic that will reverse your age 30 years. It'll give you the vitality, the energy, the aesthetics you had 30 years ago when you were in your 40s or 50s. How much of your net worth would you pay for that? And if they're honest about it, it would be the majority of everything they have.
80%.
Yeah. And so think about the size of that marketplace, right? It's massive. The other thing is, if you want to solve the U.S. economy, the U.S. debt, and solve the Chinese economy, what you would do is double down on longevity therapies. Because if people in their 60, so here's the numbers. In the US, average lifespan is 79, call it 79 years old. Average health span, how long you're healthy, not how long your heart's ticking, is 63.
Wow.
So we spend the last 16 years of our life on average in poor health, which is expensive. And so this is where the government's dishing out huge amount of capital, right, for dealing with Alzheimer's or any cognitive dementia, dealing with metabolic disease, diabetes, dealing with kidney failure, dealing with all of these things that the government is paying for. And these individuals are no longer contributing to society. But imagine if you were able to reverse their functional age 20 years, and all of a sudden they're not costing the government that amount of money. And on the flip side, they're contributing to society. It's a massive benefit. And there was a study done out of the London School of Business, Oxford, and Harvard that said just adding one additional healthy year to the population's lifespan, just one healthy additional year, is worth $38 trillion in the long tail economy. And so, I mean, this for me is a no-brainer. This is what we need to be doing. Anyway, I'll pause there.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.